What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and today we have a full swipe, but we do not have the new SKS. Just want to point that out, and the SKS will be a reskin for the SAR. I actually did hear that apparently it would be going into the Nomad outfit DLC, but I'm not sure if that's actually 100% correct. So don't take my word for that one, just in case. So we've got one thing of clothing. This is going to be a quick video this week, so not going to see any gameplay. But this is going for $1.55. This is the first burlap head wrap we've had in quite a long time. And I suppose it's a continuation of the chainmail set. I don't think it's the same skin creator that made the poncho. The poncho is quite old. And one gripe I have with it is that the little chainlets are a lot smaller on the head wrap than they are on the poncho, so it's kind of like mismatched. But that's basically all I have to say. Of course, the poncho skin is a lot older, so it's fair enough. $1.55 is what it's going for, so not too bad. Checking on SCMM, the skin has only 4 cheaper burlap head wraps on the community market. However, it is a burlap head wrap. It is weaker than using like a bandana and a cap, or a bandana and a boonie hat, for example. Projectile protection. So the burlap head wraps don't really have a very high demand once they leave the Rust item store and go to the community market. So just keep that in mind as well. Thankfully, it is only $1.55, but you do have to keep in mind that it's not really going to have any demand. I wouldn't be surprised if the skin creator tried to make a chainmail burlap shirt and pants potentially, but just keep that in mind as well. But overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. I don't think it's really going to make you any money. It will likely end up in some sort of like role play kind of video where people are acting as knights, but I think that's probably the extent of the chainmail head wraps. I don't know, spotlight in Rust. So do with that information with what you will. I don't know, I just stuffed that up. Anyhow, we have another poncho skin, I think, which is only, I think I just said we only had one set of clothing, but we have another poncho skin, and this is following the same theme of like that gold chain poncho that we had the other day. And this is going for $3.85, and of course it is like a Hawaiian kind of flower necklace. So it's called Lee. Don't know what that means, but I'm sure it has some sort of translation. So let's have a little cheeky gander. This is going for $3.85, so it's above center store price, which isn't ideal. And there's a whole bunch of cheaper hide ponchos on the community market already. There's 20, so there's only 7 that are actually more expensive than this, so I'm not going to recommend investing in this at all. I don't think you're going to be able to make money off of it. Even picking it up off the community market with a buy order, you're not going to be able to sell it for $3.85 unless it gets manipulated on the market, so I'm not going to recommend investing in it. It's a cool skin, I suppose, but at the same time, I don't know why it's $3.85. It's semi-pay to win because it's very hard to distinguish that is a poncho skin, but at the same time, no one really cares because ponchos don't actually provide that much projectile protection, so it doesn't actually really give you that much of an advantage. Whereas, like, you know, if you had a metal face mask that it's hard to tell whether it's a metal face mask, then that's a little bit of a different story. All right. Moving over to our weapons, I suppose we'll go with the Black Diamond SMG, and the Black Diamond has been performing pretty poorly, and for some reason it just keeps getting accepted on the Rust item store above center store price. So I don't know what the go is with that one, but it is what it is. So we're up 5% on the LR. Keep in mind the LR just got buffed on today because of the force wipe. And the Black Diamond AK, which was the first of the Black Diamond skins to come out, is down 11%. So that is pretty much showing you how the weapon is going to, the skin set is going to perform. Another thing to keep in mind, the custom actually got buffed today on Force Day as well. So keep that in mind as well. I'm saying today, even though it was yesterday. $4.60 is what it's going for, though. I'm sure there's going to be other skins that get that go up in price on the community market that will have more demand than what this Black Diamond SMG once it comes to the rest of them store, so not going to recommend investing in that one. Moving over to the Bullseye LR300, going for $3.05. This is a pretty standard looking LR skin that we should have gotten maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. So it does have a nice ring ADS. I do like the green ring ADS. It does make it stand out quite well in comparison to your background when you're ADSing, but that's pretty much the only thing I really like about the design, to be completely honest. It's a little bit too basic for me. It's a little bit too simple, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just not super keen on this style, to be completely honest, and I don't love the pixelated target, which I know isn't the skin creator's fault. It's the fact that it gets compressed once it is a skin in Rust. So $3.05. I don't think the Bullseye LR300 is going to have any demand, so I'm not going to recommend investing in it. Moving over to the cardboard hatchet and the cardboard pickaxe. Now, this is been a long time coming, I suppose. We haven't had the cardboard set continue for a decent while, so here they are. They're finally back. I don't know how effective they would be as tools hitting trees with cardboard material, but $3.05 is what each of these are going for, and overall I'm not going to recommend investing in either of them. I do think they are actually the cooler looking skins in comparison to the rest of the cardboard stuff, but I don't think they're going to perform well. We can even check SCMM if we must for the cardboard stuff, and we can see that the other cardboard stuff is down. So we've had the cardboard SMG down 25% and the cardboard Crossy down 28%, and I do think that they're going to follow that trend, so I'm not going to recommend investing in either of them. And if you want to pick them up, I'd try and get them with the community market buy order, because I don't think they're going to make you money. Moving over to the constructed Thompson. So this is the first of the constructed skins, but I do think that this is likely to continue. I'm pretty sure we're missing a little part of the stock right here, unless it's never there. I'm not sure. I could be completely wigging out. I do think this is a cool design, and I'm surprised that it's taken so long for something like this to be made, because I can't think of any other like Lego or Mega Blocks or any other kind of style like that of skins in the game for weapons. I could be completely tripping and I might be missing something, but I'm pretty sure this is the first of this style, so pretty cool. Also, we do have a nice yellow front sight. However, I do think yellow probably isn't the best color, because if you are PvPing in snow, then you're not going to be able to see your front sight as easily, and of course the back sights are also white, so you're not going to be able to see them when they're blending in with the snow as well. So $3.85 is what the Tommy's going for. We've just had a buff to their custom, and the custom and the Thompson are of course in line with each other on the tech tree, so I do think the Thompson will probably start being used slightly less this wipe, and of course this has just been accepted at the start of this wipe, so I don't think it's going to have that much demand once it leaves the Rust store and goes to the community market. So I do think it's going to have a bit of a rough start. If the constructed set does continue, it might be slightly beneficial for the constructed Thompson, but overall I don't think it's really going to go up in value from the $3.85. It is a cool skin, don't get me wrong, I do actually like it, I think it's pretty sick, but I don't think it's going to make you money, so I'm not going to recommend investing in it. Moving over to the Junkernaut AR, I am pretty sure we had a Junkernaut like SAR or something the other day. Junkernaut, where are we looking? Here we are. And I highly doubt it's performing well. Okay, we had the MP5 and it's not performing well, so down 5%. Not surprised there. I do think that the Junkernaut AR is going to follow in the MP5's footsteps and be below the Rust store price that it's currently going for. In fact, I think it's going to be less than the 5% that the MP5 is going for, so it's going to be a greater decrease. So I do like the magazine. I didn't notice the bullets in the MP5, perhaps they weren't there, but I do like the bullets that you can see in the magazine of the AR. But I just think that this skin is just, there's a lot going on. In my opinion, it's just a little bit too messy. And then you have the front ADS, which is just completely basic. So I don't know, it's a bit weird how there's so much going on here, but then all of a sudden you look at this and it looks like it was one of the first ever Rust skins ever created. So I don't know, not super keen on the Junkernaut AR, and I don't think it's going to have demand once it leaves Rust store and goes to the community market. So I do think there will be a low quantity of them on the community market. However, I don't think there's going to be demand, so I don't think it's really going to matter. That does mean that something like this could be manipulated in the future, but I don't really think it's going to be something that people focus on. So Not going to recommend investing in it. Moving over to the Moon Guard door. This is a glowing sheet metal door skin going for $3.85, and it is a cool little owl design. This is a pretty unique skin actually, and it also has a really nice glow by the looks of it. It would be interesting to see what this skin looks like in game. Hold on, are we looking at? I don't know what's going on with this glow here compared to this glow. Do we have a second door? Moon Guard. Let's have a look. No, we don't. I don't know what the screenshot difference is. Let me have a look at the 3D picture. You guys can check it out as well, of course. So what's happening here with this skin? It's the same on each side. Let's make it nighttime. Nope. Let's make it nighttime. Yeah, okay. I don't really know what the go is with this screenshot. Perhaps the skin creators added another door skin or something that they've got in the workshop, but I don't know what these glows here are on each side, but they are different to the one in the middle. So you're not looking at these two, which are actually a better glow in my opinion because they're a bit brighter, but you are looking at the more detailed glow of the actual Moon Guard, which was the one in the middle. So it's a little bit dimmer, which is a shame because I actually do like the glow of that one a bit better, but it is what it is. There is a potential that this skin is going to continue if we do have these left and right glowing owls here. Perhaps that is going to be another, I don't know, door skin or something. Perhaps it's the high qual door. $3.85 is what it's going for, though. I don't really think it's going to have any demand. I actually do think it looks really cool, and I think it'll look awesome seeing it in game at night. But I don't really care too much for the design at day. Like, it's an owl. I don't care about birds. But that's just a personal opinion. It looks awesome at night though, so not going to recommend investing in it. However, I do think it is a cool skin. Moving over to the Shadowborn metal door. Now this is a double door. It actually does say metal double door. Okay, we chillin'. I was actually about to rag on it for not having double door in its name, but it does, so we chillin'. Good work, skin creator. This of course is a glowing skin, and we have already had 3 other Shadowborn skins accepted in the game. We've had like the high qual metal door, we've had the sheet metal door, and I think we've had a garage door. That was the first skin. Yeah, that is what we've had. $4.60 is what this is going for, which is the same price as the previous Shadowborn skins. I just think these skins are so sick. The skin creator's done such an awesome job with this artwork, and then implementing it onto a door skin, and then actually making the glow work and look like this artistic. I think they've done a really good job. This is a standout door skin in my opinion. We don't actually have that many double door skins either, and all glowing double door skins do perform well, so $4.60 is a rough start for what this is going for. But overall, the Shadowborn stuff, where we're looking, has performed quite well. So overall, we've got a 42% increase on the armored door. We've got a 14% increase on the large box, which I forgot to mention. We've got a 10% increase on the sheet metal door and an 89% increase on the garage door. So the skins are clearly performing quite well, and I do think they'll perform better as they continue and as the set does grow. So we have 4 cheaper sheet metal double doors on the community market as well. So I do think that that is a good sign that the Shadowborn metal double door is going to perform well once it leaves the Rusted and Store and goes to the community market as a long-term investment. So keywords there, long-term investment. I do think that you could potentially get it for cheaper off the community market with a buy order. If you get your buy order in early, I'd recommend watching one of Hedge's videos about buy orders, because they're going to be very beneficial if that's what you plan on doing. But I do think the Shadowborn metal door will perform well, and so overall I will recommend investing in it. However, if you do have a smaller wallet and you are a little bit spooked, a bit scared, then of course make your own decision. You don't have to pick it up, but even picking this up as a play skin, I don't think you're going to lose money. So I don't think this is going to be a risky door skin to be investing in, is my point. Right, moving over to the sheet metal base box. Now I think this is going to be the last of the box skins that we have for this set, because we've had the, actually no, because we've got plenty of other materials. Okay, so we've had the stone, we've had the armored, and now we've got the sheet metal base box. So we can still have wood, and we can still have twig, and then we could have adobe, we could have brutalist, we could have brick, we could have legacy wood, etc. So the sheet metal base box is a cheeky little skin. This one actually has a front garage door. Oh, hold on. Okay, so each side is different. That's wicked. But the only difference really is that we have the we've got the garage door on one side, and then we've got a double door on the other side. And then, of course, in the background of the shop front, we have a tier 3, and then we've got a medium-sized battery by the looks of it. So $3.85 is what this is going for. Overall, I think the collection for this is performing okay. Yeah, so we've got 6% and 30%. So Stone Box is performing all right. The High Qual base box isn't performing too bad. It is up still. You're not going to make money off of it because you would have bought it for $3.85. And if you're selling it for $4.08, then you actually are still losing a bit of money. But as a long-term investment, it shows you that these skins can perform pretty well. And also, they are quite a unique collection. And even looking at this, we do see that in the Skin Creators Workshop screenshot, we do have the wooden box already made as well. So it's likely that this will continue and we'll get that one, but that might be the end of it. We will see what happens. $3.85. So overall, I actually think this is a cool little set to have. Imagine having all these little bases built in your base. I do think that would be pretty cool. So overall, I'm going to recommend investing in it, but it's going to be another one of those skins, the same as the Shadowborn metal box, where of course it is a little bit more expensive. So I don't think you're going to lose it. I don't think you're going to lose money investing in it, but I do think it's going to be more of a long-term investment. So keep that in mind. You could try and get this one for a little bit cheaper off the community market with a buy order. I think it'll be a little bit easier to do than the Shadowborn metal door, but I do think it's probably going to perform more similar to the High Qual metal base box rather than the stone base box. So keep that in mind as well. I think it's probably going to be like in the middle of these two. Keep that in mind. But I do think as a long-term investment, these 3 skins can make you money. And I do think if you want to just pick up a small box as a play skin, then I do think that, I do think that one of these skins won't lose your money. So I do think they're going to be a pretty safe investment. So I think that's it for this week. We've gone over everything by the looks of it. Just a quick reminder of what the top sellers are looking like. We've got number 1, the Shadowborn metal door, which isn't a surprise. And then followed by 3, 4, in fact, general store items. So the sales for this limited store aren't really popping off at the moment, but our top 3 for the community made skins are the Shadowborn metal double door, the constructed Tommy, and the sheet metal base box. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.